past scars and never felt a wound, but soft will light through yonder window breaks. It is that east, and Juliet is the sun. Arise, fair sun, and kill the envious moon, who was already sick and pale from grief, that though her maid art far more fair than she. But not her maid, she is envious. Her vestal livery is sick and green, and none but fools do wear. Cast it off. It's my lady, oh, it's my love. Oh, that she knew she were, she speaks yet she's nothing. What of that? Her eye discourses, I will answer it. I am too bold. This, not to me she speaks. Two of the fairest stars in all the heaven, having some business, do entreat her eyes to twinkle in their spheres till they return. What if her eyes were there in her head, the brightness of her cheek would shame those stars, as daylight doth a lamp her eyes in heaven, would through the airy region stream so bright, that birds would sing and think it were not night. See how she leans her cheek upon her hand. Oh, that I were a glove upon that hand, that I might touch that cheek.
Ay me.
She speaks! Oh, speak again, bright angel, for thou art as glorious to this night, being o'er my head as a winged messenger of heaven. Onto the white upturned wondering eyes of mortals that fell back to gaze on him, when he bestrides the lazy puffing clouds and sails upon the bosom of the air.
O Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou Romeo? Deny thy father and refuse thy name, or if thou wilt not, be but sworn my love, and I'll no longer be a Capulet.
Shall I hear more, or shall I speak at this?
'Tis but thy name that is my enemy. Thou art thyself, though not a Montag. What's Montag? It is nor hands, nor foot, no arm, nor face, nor any other part belonging to a man. Oh, be some other name. What's in a name? That which we call a rose by any other name would smell as sweet. So Romeo, were he not Romeo called, retain that dear perfection which he owes. Without a title, Romeo doth thy name. And for it thy name, which is also part of thee, take all myself.
I take thee at thy word. Call me but love, and I'll new baptize. Henceforth I will never be Romeo.
What man art thou that thus be screened in night, so stumblest on thy counsel?
By name I know not to hear, tell thee who I am. My name, dear saint, it's hateful to myself because it is enemy to thee. Had I written it, I would tear the world.
My ears have not yet drunk 100 words of that tongue's utterance. Yet I know the sound. Art thou not Romeo and a Montag?
Neither, fair saint, if either thee dislike.
How camest thou hither? Tell me, and wherefore the orchard walls are high and hard to climb, and the place death, considering who thou art, if any of my kinsmen find thee here.
With love like wings that overperch these walls, for stony limits cannot hold love out. And that what love can do, that dares love attempt, therefore thy kinsmen cannot stop me.
If they do see thee, he will murder thee.
Alack, there lies more pearl of thine, and 20 of their swords look though but sweet, and I approve against their amity.
I would not for the world they saw thee here.
At night cloaked to hide from me their sight. And but thou love me, let them find me here. My life were better ended by their fate than death, probe wanting of my love.
By whose direction foundest thou out this place?
My love, who first didn't promote me to inquire, he lent me counsel, and I lent him eyes. I am no pilot, yet worth, though as far as that fast shore washed with the farthest sea, I would adventure for such merchandise.
Else would a maiden blush be pain to my cheek, for that which thou hast heard me speak tonight. Fain would I dwell on form, fain deny what I have spoke, but farewell compliment. Dost thou love me? I know thou wilt say, Ay, and I will take thy word, yet if thou swearest, thou meest prove false at lovers' perjuries. They say, Jove laughs, O gentle Romeo, if thou dost love pronounce it faithfully, or if thou thinkest I am too quickly won, I'll frown and be preserved, and say that nay, so thou wilt woo, but else not for the world. In truth, fair Montague, I am too fond, and therefore you, thou mayst think my behavior light. But trust me, gentlemen, I've proved more true than those who have more coin to be strange. I should have been more strange, but I confess. I should have been more strange, but I must confess. But that thou overheard is ere I was where my true love passion. Therefore pardon me, and not input this yielding to light love, which the dark night hath so discovered.
Lady, but yonder blessed moon, I swear, that tips with the silver all these fruit tree tops.
Oh, swear not by the moon, the inconstant moon, that monthly changes in her circled orb, least that thy prove likewise variable.
Which shall I shall by?
Do not swear at all, or if thou wilt swear by gracious self, which is God of my idolatry, and I'll believe thee.
Yonder blessed moon, I swear, that tips with silver all these fruit tree tops.
Oh, swear not by the moon, the inconstant moon, that monthly changes her circled orb, least that thy love prove likewise variable.
What should I swear by?
Do not swear at all, or if thou wilt swear by the gracious self, which is the God of my idolatry, and I'll believe thee.
If my heart's thee love,
Do not swear, although I joy in thee, I have no joy in this contact tonight. It is too rash, too undevised, too sudden, too like the lightning which doth cease to be ere one can say it lightens sweet good night. This bud of love by summer's ripening breath may prove a beauteous flower the next we meet. Good night, I sweet repose and rest. Come to thy heart as that within my breast.
oh wait, or wilt thou leave me no unsatisfied?
What satisfaction canst thou have tonight?
To exchange of thee love's faithful vow.
I gave thee mine before thou didst request it, and yet I would it were to give again.
Wouldst no withdraw it? For what purpose of love?
But to be frank, and give it thee again. And yet I wish but for the thing I have, my bounty is as boundless as the sea, my love as deep. The more I give to thee, the more I have, for both are infinity.
Juliet! Where are you, Juliet?
I hear some noise within, dear love. Are they on a good nurse? Sweet Montague, be true, stay but a little. I will come again.
Oh, blessed night, I am afeard. Being the night is all a dream. No flattering sweet is to be substantial.
3 words, dear Romeo, and good night indeed. A good night indeed. If that thy bent of love be honorable, thy purpose marriage, send me word tomorrow, by one that I'll prepare to come to thee. Where and what time thou wilt perform the rite, and all my fortunes at thy foot I'll lay, and follow thee, my lord, throughout the world.
Madam!
I come anon, but if thou meanest not well, I do beseech thee.
Madam!
By and by I come, to cease thy strife and leave me to my grief. Tomorrow I will send.
So thrive, my soul.
1,000 times good night.
1,000 times the worse. To want thy light. Love goes toward love, as schoolboys from their books, but love from love toward school with heavy looks.
Hist, Romeo, hist, oh for a falconer's voice, to lure this tasseled gentle back again. Bondage is hoarse, may not speak aloud. Also would I tear the cave where echo lies, and make her airy tongue more hoarse than mine, with repetition of my Romeo's name, Romeo.
It is my soul that calls upon my name. How civil, sweet, sound lovers' tongues by night, like softest music to attending ears.
Romeo,
My knees,
at what o'clock tomorrow shall I send thee?
at the hour of 9.
I will not fail this 20 years till then. I have forgot why I did call thee back.
Let me stand here. I'll thou remember it.
I shall forget to have thee still stand there, remembering how I love thy company.
And I still stay to have thee still forgetting any other home but this.
'Tis almost morning. I would have gone, and yet no farther than a wanton's bird, who lets a hop a little from her hand, like a poor prisoner in the twisted gyves, and with silk thread plucks it back again, so loving, jealous of his liberty.
I would hear why the bird.
Sweet, so would I, yet I should kill thee with much cherishing. Good night. Parting is such sweet sorrow, that I shall say good night till the morrow.
Sleep thee well upon thine eyes, peace in thy breast. Will I sleep and peace so sweet to rest? Hence will I to my ghostly sire close cell, his hope to crave, and my dear hap to tell.